Hey everyone, Tim here with the De-Escalation Lab. Want to spend a few minutes talking about what to do during a crisis to assist in helping de-escalate the event and make your life easier as a clinician responding to the crisis. First thing we want to remember, we got to slow the process down. During a crisis, we have more time than we think. A lot of folks want to run in there, try to solve the day, solve the problem, get the person out of there, get the person help, and then they kind of miss a lot of the important aspects of being a therapeutic person during a crisis event. So slow that process down. If it takes a while to talk, build good rapport, build good trust, totally okay. There's no time limit on a crisis. It's just you being there and doing the great work you're going to do to help de-escalate. Remembering the person in crisis is the expert in their own life. They truly have the tools to help themselves get back to a baseline that feels good. Now, crisis can mean many different things. One person may be super anxious, upset, frustrated all the time. That's their baseline. Other folks, it takes a lot for them to explode into a crisis event. So asking that question, have you ever been in this scenario before? Have you ever felt like this before? If they say yes, hey, what have you done to kind of help you get out of this? Maybe it's deep breathing, talking through things, going and getting a meal, going for a nice drive, whatever it may be, just understanding they're the expert just as much as you are the expert showing up. And we need to tap into that tool to really make some solid progress. We don't want to be so quick to fix the problem or the person. We're there ultimately to ensure there's a safe resolution to the crisis event. But if we've slowed the process down and we're listening to the person because they're the expert, we don't necessarily have to be there to fix it. We have all these great tools and techniques. I've talked about a lot of them on this channel. You probably use a lot of them as a clinician with clients. But it's important just to be there, having a good conversation, building good rapport and trust with the individual. Being confident, calm, and collected. If you show up to a crisis event and you're on fire and you're elevated and you're stressed and it shows in your face, it's going to show in the face to the person that's in crisis, and they're not going to have buy-in that you're going to be there to assist and help. So being confident, going in super calm. Remember, we talked about the more someone yells, the quieter and calmer you get. And being collected, walking in as the person that's going to be there to be with the individual to help make a difference in that event. And remembering a crisis is just a conversation. Yes, we have all these great tools and techniques, and we can pull them out and use them as we will, but we got to remember it's a good conversation. It's two humans having a discussion, and that's key during a crisis. We want to ensure that we're asking good questions. After we've built rapport, trust, we've figured out what the issue is, what happened previously to cause the crisis. We want to check in on safety. You have to ask, are you having any thoughts of suicide today? We want to know about past thoughts of suicide and past attempts to end their life. If they do have thoughts of suicide, do they have anything they could use to actually end their life? Guns, knives, weapons, ropes. We want to make sure we also develop a good safety plan with that person. The goal of any crisis as a clinician is when you leave, the person is safer than with you than previously before you showed up. If you can do that, you're going to make a good impact. Sometimes safety could just be you getting more help, them going to the hospital. That's always an option as well. We want to keep everything at the forefront and make sure there's buy-in, actually talking to someone. What do you think about going to the hospital? Or how about asking this question? What do you think could be most helpful today to help you feel better about what's been going on? Asking good questions, asking good safety questions, developing good safety plans, and ultimately, most important, treating someone with respect, advocating for them, and helping them get to the next step that feels good for them. So I hope you enjoyed this little checklist. We're going to have more of these checklists coming out, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.